Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to paint this amazing autumn scenery. We start with applying the masking tape and then getting our paints ready. I have chosen an autumn palette and then I apply an even coat of water and start by painting the trees on the distance. We start with a bit of blue and start adding shades of green. So for this painting I have chosen an autumn theme, so I choose the colors accordingly. You can choose colors as per your preference, but stick to the palette that you've chosen so that the colors are not overwhelming. Alternate between the colors that you've chosen. So here I'm alternating between various shades of green and then yellow, and then I move on to different shades of orange as we proceed. I'm using a wet on wet technique, so all the colors will blend easily and you can just add colors as per your preference. Keep wetting the area if you find that your paper is going dry, and make sure that you keep alternating between the colors because that is how they are in the nature. So I have a bit of yellow and I'm mixing a bit of orange here and there, and as we move to the front view I'm including more orange shades and maroon shades. So you can keep on working on these colors as you like it. There is no definite way to do this, but see to that you're happy with the color choices that you're making. Anytime you're at doubt, just take a step back, look at the colors, and you can go on from there. Make sure that you leave few white spaces so that you can draw the tree trunk to give the complete effect. You can just go on painting this way. So now I'm working on the ground in the front. So I am just making this of different colors, giving more preference to orange and brownish shades. And once the paper is semi-dry, go back and start giving highlights. Now I'm working on the right side in the similar way with lots of yellow in the beginning and then including the darker shades. Now I'm working on the ground in front of the tram. So I'm starting off with a bit of yellow ochre, and between the tracks of the tram you can see some greenery, so that is what I'm adding here. You can always use a reference image to decide how you want this painting to proceed, but mostly you can just follow your instincts and do what you prefer. Again I'm going and adding a bit of highlights here and there for the trees with a darker color. I'm doing the same for the ground as well. Now I've started working on the tree trunks and I'm just applying a shade of brown and black here and there in order to show the difference between the leaves and the trees, and again add highlights with much intense colors of orange and maroon. You can always apply the dark colors as the painting proceeds. Now I'm working on the tram, and for the tram I'm using the same colors. So I'm just combining various shades of yellow and orange to get the colors that I prefer, and again I'm doing this with the wet on wet method. So you can add as much details as you want for the tram so that it looks more realistic. You can take any reference images and you can follow them so that you can get an idea of the reflections on the mirror and all that. So I'm working on the glass in the front and the windows. I'm doing this also in the wet and wet technique, and now I'm using a black pen in order to highlight the edges and add details. This is completely according to your preference or based on the reference image that you've chosen. You can use a hairdryer to dry it whenever it is necessary. You can add as much as black lines if you want. I generally like the idea of adding black lines to give a definite structure, and I like the edges with them. You can do the same with your tree trunks as well so that they are more defined. And then sign your work in the end, and we are going to remove the masking tape. So this is the end of the painting. Thank you for watching.